certain brand. And I've been playing around with that. Like for the hogs now, I'll use black, orange, brown, red. Like I wouldn't particularly use green for black hog. You know what I mean? But
just sticking with those colors.
You would for health, you know, integrative health, those kind of things. There's like colors that kind of make you think of things. And I love pink, so.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Live with Lori, she's going to share her favorite trick for beauty items.
Lori, do you use this one?
No, I didn't like it. I don't use a primer. I do use this one, the Voluminous, I've used forever, but Maybelline has a, now that I stopped doing the lash extensions, they have, it's such, if you can see here, such a fine wand. So you can get so close to the lash line, and before it dries, then I'll put this on top of it, so.
And it doesn't smudge.
No, it doesn't smudge. And you know, and you're right in there, and it just seems to work. And then I use, this is Maybelline also, and this is like a holy grail certain eyeliner, but we'll talk.
All right, here we go. We're going live.
Yay.
Yay. Happy Friday,
everybody. Yay. We're here with Lori Terrazzo, and she's going to give us some of her amazing drugstore and Ulta finds, we can say. And then, but the first thing we want to do, Laura, you ready? You want to do this?
Yeah.
Okay,
Laura.
First thing we're going to do.
Yeah, I'm just making sure I'm going in the group on my phone just so I can see who's coming in. And
oh, that's got, oh yeah.
So on Zoom, it doesn't allow you to see who's coming in. So if you are going to watch this live or in the replay, let us know you're here. Give us a high five, say hello. Today's gonna be a lot of fun. And yeah, we can start with do you want to start with it? Do you want to lead with the giveaway from the events?
Yeah, so Lori generously has given us 3 different a book and an item for 3 lucky winners. So Laura has everybody's name, whoever signed up for the summit. She's going to pull out some names, and then we are going to get in touch with you, and then we're going to get you your book and your product. And you said it's the same book for everybody, right?
Same book for everybody, and almost the same product for everybody. It's a little bit of a nuance different in the shade.
Okay, can you hold the book?
Do you have the book?
I do. I have the book. One of each.
All right, so this will be 3 winners. Is that right?
Yes, 3 winners.
Here's the book, and then it's the age fix, if you can see it.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Oh, wow, I love it.
Great wealth of information. I told Jen you need to get it too. I'd like to hear your thoughts on it.
Yeah.
And then we have 3 of the Maybelline Superstay matte ink, and I am in love with these. You're going to hear me talk about these. Yeah, fantastic.
Okay.
It's out.
So in honor of this beautiful weather and the margarita that I will be drinking later, I promise you, I'm going to shake this up. So first of all, everyone who attended the She's Determined to Rise event and then signed up and upgraded their ticket to VIP was included in the drawing, okay? So everyone's name's in here. We're going to pull out 3 lucky winners for these awesome gifts that Lori is giving away, right?
Yeah.
All right. If I pull my name, I promise it's not. All right. So the first lucky winner is Suzanne Galarza.
Okay, she doesn't need it.
She doesn't get it? No, she gets it. Yay, Suzanne.
Okay, that's my mother-in-law. She'll love it. She'll love the
Oh, I was
book.
going to say, if it's your mother, I could have just taken it right there.
No, yeah, my mom's right down there.
Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, so the second winner is, here, hold on, let me shake these up a little bit. Okay. The second winner is Alicia Casella.
Ah, yeah, I know her.
I don't know why I did that, but it's Alicia Casella. Okay.
It's Alicia.
Next, how do I say it?
But Lori, that's an easy one because I know where she lives, so I can get
Perfect.
And then the third winner is Julie Ruskin.
Ah, okay, awesome.
Yay, Julie.
Awesome. Yay.
Yay.
She helped me with my open house.
Oh, good. Okay, awesome. So we have 3 winners. So yeah, congratulations, and thank you for everyone who did upgrade their ticket. If you haven't taken advantage of all of the awesome speaker offers, make sure you do so. If you need the links again in the email resent, I can do that. If you didn't get it, let us know. All right, let's dive into it.
And sorry, I'm having to run back and forth. Lincoln's now barking at a neighbor on the balcony here, so sorry.
Lincoln's very excited about the giveaway. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Laura, you want to dive right into, what did you want to start with? Because I know when we did the She's Determined to Ride, that you had so many awesome products that you shared behind the scenes that we didn't have time within the 15 minutes that everyone got, because it was just like so many amazing speakers. But we wanted to invite you back here so that everyone in the group could dive deeper into what your recommendations are, because you have such a beautiful blog, and I'm just going to share what it is. It's called you'reablankslate.com, and it has everything related to beauty and lifestyle, like cooking, home decorating, styling, products. And if you are not following Lori, you definitely want to follow on her Instagram, and we'll share all of her stuff at the end of the video in the title. So because she's always has this wealth of knowledge, like literally, like it's her passion to figure out what is the best and most effective products out there, like what works, what doesn't. And she's here today to share with us the products that she lives by and swears by, like what is she using, and everyone wants to know.
Oh,
because your skin looks beautiful, you are beautiful. So I'm going to give it away to Lori. Let's share your secrets.
Well, I think we wanted to talk first, just really quickly, a little bit about skincare. You know, your skincare, before we talk about makeup products or everything else, you want to start with your good skincare. For myself, I've used Clinique 3-Step forever, since before I even started to work for them. And that's kind of my holy grail. I use the number 3, which is their number 3 clarifying. I use the gel moisturizer. Morning and night, I use their makeup remover also. After that, you know, it's everything and anything. And I'm like, okay, super, because if I can keep my base going and everything, you know, breakouts, dryness, things like that under control. I think, Jen, you and I were talking, you had some serums you wanted to mention first that you're fond of.
I'm going to do a video on the roller, the needle rolling and the anti-age serum, because I just ordered some at-home microneedling kits. So I want people to see those, and it comes with a serum, but then you can also use this combination 1-2 punch.
Which is what I use, yeah.
The stem cell stuff.
And we were just talking about this too. I am such a baby with those micro needle things. They hurt.
They do?
You'll need that margarita.
So, I was wondering, that's why I asked you what your length was, because I think it's a little long for you. So these are the ones that are the home ones are 0.25 millimeters. So it's really, really thick. But I agree. I have one and it's a 0.5, and it does, you can almost hear it piercing your skin.
I'm like, holy cow. Mike's like, what are you doing to yourself? I was like, let me do it to you just for a minute.
That is so funny. So I think I have a high pain tolerance because my face, I'm like rolling it, and I'm like, when I feel the pain, I'm like, I embrace it. I'm like, I look 10 years younger, you know, which is not always the case.
I run to Jen's office. I will let her put needles anywhere in my face. That's a different story.
That's a different story.
So having that blank canvas underneath, starting with that is really important.
Yeah, and so I guess going back to skincare, this is a gadget, and this is an expensive gadget. So I will say that I bought it a few years ago. It's the Newfie. And this hurts too. I'm going to tell you, and you want to use the gel with it. But if you've ever gone to a spa or gone someplace and you've gotten a facial, it does make a difference. If you have an event, you do look lifted. I'll be honest, I don't use it all the time because I am a baby. and it hurts because you put it here and you can hear it beep, and it can, when you get near your eye or orbital area and things, it's a little painful. Or
what does it feel like? Is it like a zap? Is it like a zap, or
yeah,
is it a?
It's like those needles.
Yeah.
You want to use the gel with it. That's really important, I guess, as a conductor, so to speak. But that's a gadget that I have.
Now, is that, Lori, is that the microcurrent? What is the?
Yeah.
Okay, that's microcurrent. Yeah. Okay.
The next gadget is Nurse Jamie's little roller thing. And this is going to go just to kind of stimulate probably lymphatic drainage, help keep things moving, which is really important. This is easy to use. I like to do this on my jawline here and go down my neck. And I just feel like it gets everything moving. You can go even less expensive, and this is something, if you called my kids right now, they would say they knew this all the time. I keep frozen spoons in my freezer. The big soup spoons, you don't want little ones, and I keep them in my freezer. If you've had too many margaritas, if it's that time of the month, if you've watched a movie, if you've eaten too much salt, whatever it may be, I would keep them in there. You don't want to do it after you've cried. What's that Christmas movie? You don't want to put cold.
Oh, it freezes on your face.
That's a warning right there, disclaimer. But I'll hold them on my eyes, and that's like a really, it just works for me. And it's also the same way of putting your face in a bucket of cold ice water. And I swear to God, it works, and it tightens and it smooths, and your makeup goes on beautifully. And I'll do that if we have a special event. But those are really cheap.
Laura just did a cryofacial on Monday or Tuesday. So
yes,
breaks everything, and
So the cryofacial too is, and I talked to Lori about this because I had seen the back behind the scenes of She's Determined to Rise, and I saw you had the globes and like all these different things, the ice roller, like the to help with inflammation in the skin, because anytime you put cold on an area, you deflame. So like if you ever get injured, you're going to put an ice pack on that area because it helps reduce inflammation. And that's what that's one of the benefits of the cryotherapy, is that it helps reduce inflammation. So it's really good if you have puffiness or any inflammation with redness of like maybe acne, scarring that has some, redness behind it still, or rosacea. It's also good for re-stimulating that collagen, because when your skin thinks it's in danger, which is what the microcurrent or even the microneedling, it starts to want to repair. So it speeds up healing. So it does that for the skin and pushes blood flow. And so it's really, I love the treatment. Of course, I'm lucky enough to have it as an option. We use that machine for the facial, but we also use it to treat injuries a lot of times because we're in the gym and we're next to the integrative rehab practice. So we treat a lot of sprained ankles or elbows.
Coming up there next week, I think, or in 2 weeks, I'm racing out there.
Yeah.
So that really makes everything a nice smooth canvas per se before you're putting on anything else. I talked about sunscreen. A drugstore brand that I've used forever is the Garnier Cc Cream, and it comes in 3 different colors. They even have, or BB cream, and then they have a CC cream. It's got, I don't know, I can't see. It just has an SPF of 15 on it right now. I'm sorry, I'm hearing Lincoln try and go down the stairs.
Oh no,
She made it. She made it, so she's good. But I've used this for years, and it's really funny because I just recently tried La Mer's version, and this is just gangbusters. So I highly recommend this. And a lot of times I'll take this and I'll put a pump of my foundation in, or half a pump, mix them together, and it just gives you a really nice light coverage, just for daytime, and a smidgen of sunscreen, but I'm huge on sunscreen too.
I wanted to share right before because you use that as a primer. I have the Smashbox primer.
Beautiful.
I love this, and it has hyaluronic acid in it, so it makes it nice. So your makeup goes on nice and smoothly. So I put this on first, then I put on sunscreen, then I put on I use a CC cream also.
Do you? Okay. Yeah, I love them. face or beauty products, since we're talking a little bit about sunscreen, okay, this one, you all are welcome, okay? You can just thank me now, at Lori and follow me. You are welcome. And this is, you're gonna run to Target, to CVS, Walgreens, whichever for this. Especially this time of year, Sally Hansen's Airbrush for legs. It comes in about 4 different colors. You use it, it's airbrush legs. I start with light glow. It even has a tiny bit of a shimmer. It's water resistant. It makes your legs, your body, your chest, your arms just spectacular looking. Backside, there's a whole trick to how you can put it all over yourself.
I was going to ask you, how do you use it?
You need
Do you
application.
use it on your hand?
You just, let's just say there's a
tell it all.
and you bend over because it sprays on, and it just goes in every direction, and so it works well. You want to be moisturized. It goes on your knees, and you just look airbrushed all over. And they have it, like I said, in a wide range of colors and in a liquid. On the higher end, I got this and started it a couple months ago, Westmore Beauty, and it's the same kind of a thing. So it's not really a body makeup. They call it a body coverage protector because, you know, as we age, this part of the skin is so thin, maybe sun damage, so on and so forth. And this just works great too. This will get on your clothes, and like I've had it get on my car seat. So if I'm wearing it, I put a towel down. It doesn't stain anything. It washes out, but it's fantastic. And you are welcome. And Sally Hansen, if you would like me to be a spokesperson,
Not tan your legs. It's just something like you have an event or you want to look super sexy and
you just want to look flawless. So I'll start out with light or light glow, and it goes up an array of colors, and I have all of them. So depending what your ethnicity is or how tan you are, and it just makes they just look perfect. I'll tell you, every time I wear it, Mike will say, wow, your legs look fantastic.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Do you rub it in after you spray it, Lori? Do you spray it and then rub it? Okay.
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't have a towel here now, but you'll spray it. It goes, and I like to do it in the bathroom or the shower or with a big beach towel because it will have overspray. Just be moisturized, and let's say it dries before you've had a chance to rub it in. I take moisturizer and just rub over top of it, so you can't really make a mistake, which is great. Speaking of the same thing, Loving Tan Self Tanner 2-Hour Express. This is really good. Really good. Have it at Ulta or on Amazon. So I like this one a lot. And I started with medium right now because I don't lay in the sun anymore. I used to be a lifeguard. So yeah. Anyway, that's that for my body care, so to speak, that I brought with me today.
Awesome. That is really great. Cool. I'm looking for a new sunless tanner.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. And Jergens is good too, drugstore brand for sunless tanners. Their foam is really good. Where do you want to go next?
Okay, so how about eyes? I put on my base and then I do my eyes. So
okay. So we talked beforehand. I've switched mostly, and makeup, obviously there are no rules. Do whatever the heck makes you feel good. I'm all about that 100%. I've mostly switched to browns or neutrals, or for my eye color, I'll use a little bit of burgundies and grays, which look nice. But when we're talking drugstore products, so I like to use this Maybelline Lash Discovery in black. I always use a jet black mascara, but this has got such a fine comb, if you can see. And what it does is you can get right on your lash line and kind of wiggle around and then bring it up. It's really fantastic. It's almost mistake proof because you can get the smaller lashes. And then I go over top with L'Oreal Voluminous in jet black. And I've used that for 100 years and I love it.
You like using the Clinique makeup remover for your mascara and stuff?
I do, and actually what I've been doing now, and when I was using the retinol a little bit, my skin was getting very dry from that. I would go with a moisturizer, but I sit in my bathtub, if I could show you now, I have a little ramekin of olive oil, really good olive oil. So I'm not even using any other cleanser makeup removers. I take and rub the olive oil all over my eyes, everything, sit there, hot washcloth on, rub it again, rinse off, and then I double cleanse. So olive oil is really one of the best things to remove your makeup, completely moisturize your skin, and it's not a chemical.
Yeah.
That's kind of my thing. Eye-wise also, you know, and I'm keep talking about Maybelline. They can sponsor me too. I'm 50, I'd love to be a spokesperson. You know where to find me.
You'd be a good spokesperson.
I love that, thank you. But this is their Master Kajal, Kajal, ink black eyeliner. And I take this and it's so soft and it's mistake proof. And I take this and put it on my upper waterline and like, I'll just do this here and it's just going to intensify. So if you're using the mascara to get really close to your lash line and then something like this, and it's like I said, it's mistake proof. And then I'll use it on the top, maybe in the evening, or do the whole, you know, rim your eyes and get that whole look. I don't do that all the time because it seems to close my eyes off, but it's fantastic and it's just super simple to use. And all of these products are probably, you know, $5 to $15 maximum of the eye products.
So for the eyeliner that you just had, does it have
I have to now do the other eye, so.
I was throwing me all off, Lori. I couldn't even.
That's really good.
Small applicator, like a.
No, it's wide. It's a crayon. So if you can see here, and this has lasted forever. I mean, the cap is kind of yucky looking. You can twist it up, but it's fantastic. I really, really love it. And I've used Marc Jacobs, Armani, NARS, Clinique, Elizabeth Arden. You know, I've tried the other eyeliners and I love this one.
Yeah, I stopped, somebody told me a while ago, I think it was, anyway, a friend, and I stopped lining my bottom line.
Yeah.
Because they said it was one of my friends who also sells makeup. He was at one of the big stores, not Bloomingdale's, but I think not Macy's. Why am I saying
Hex?
Yeah. Macy's. Yes, I wanted to say Hex. That's why.
Woodward and Lothrop? No. Back in the day.
Now we're really showing our age. But yeah. He said, you know, if you want to at night, you can smudge a little bit on the bottom, but your day look, you don't wear it because it just brings your eyes down. So you guys are nodding like, I didn't know this until 2 years ago. So I'm like,
well, no, it's true. But I'll tell you what, there's a famous makeup artist for Armani. His name is Tim Quinn. And I went to Neiman Marcus and he wanted to do my makeup. And first of all, you all should know I don't like people to touch my face or do my makeup. So that's just a whole different thing. And I was like, okay, he's a national makeup artist. And he wanted to do this intense, smoky, dark eye, and everything else was really neutral. And he did this green and dark and lined my whole eyes with it. It was fantastic.
It looked good?
It looked great. But it's definitely a whole different look and it can look harsh and it will make your eyes look smaller. And you just have to wear a whole different outfit and have a different persona if you're coming at everybody with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Don't feel bad, Jen, but I agree because I've learned, you know, like I'll just take whatever's left over because when I do it, I just like kind of smudge it under my eye just to get a little bit of a, you know, a line where it looks like you have like a little definition, but not too much. But I'm with you, Lori, when it comes to, I worked at Lancome. That was my first like job. Yeah. It was part-time, but it was like my favorite job. I think I was like 20 at that time. Yeah. And I
started with Elizabeth Arden.
Yeah. And I learned so much. So if I hadn't like, you know, went down that route, I probably wouldn't have known all these things and became so interested in like skincare and makeup. Right. But yeah, so it's so interesting that but some people, they have such large eyes, so they want to kind of get more of an intimate, you know, not everyone's the same, like you said, you know, so you got to kind of, you know what your eye, like what looks.
And it's just makeup. You can wash your face for gosh sakes and start over the next day. That's the fun part about it. I say that all the time to people, except for people that want to touch my face or put makeup on me. Yeah, now, one product I am going to say, and this is so funny. So this is your Maybelline brow pencil, and it comes, I think, in 3 or 4 shades, okay? I have probably 50 of these all over the house in every bag I have, and I use either the dark, the medium brown, or sometimes the dark brown.
You okay?
Sorry, that was Lincoln. She just scared herself. Lincoln, hush. This is like some crazy whatever movie. I was gonna say something inappropriate. So you can use this obviously on your eyebrows.
It's okay.
You use this on your eyebrows. I'll do it here. And then what's great is depending on which one and what kind of look, I use it as an eyeliner, and you just smudge it. But then I use it as a neutral lip liner, and that's what I have on today. And you can just smudge it. You can go out a little bit. It's so neutral. And then you can just go like this with your lips and then put your lipstick over it. And it's really similar to Kim K's neutral makeup, to Maybelline's other lip liners, to Kevin Aucoin's lip liner. I mean, the colors are almost identical when you look at them. And one is $2 and one is $20. So that's a big tip that I use, you know. So
great.
Sally Hansen and the Maybelline brow pencil.
That's
That
awesome.
should be a must.
The brow pencil with the for your lip liner, and then the matte, the Maybelline matte.
Yeah.
That you're
Yeah. Mhm.
What's
And
the
then-
Maybelline matte again?
Pardon?
What is the one that you're giving away? What is that? What is it
They
called?
are called the matte ink, Superstay matte ink.
And what color is that one?
This one is their neutral. You asked me, I can't read the color.
Okay, sorry.
It's 06 or 60, and then
06.
5, all the neutral ones. So
Neutrals, okay.
those are the ones I'm giving away, but these are all the colors I have. Okay.
Oh, that's
So
good.
those are mine, because when I like something, I
Sorry,
get
Lynn.
all of them. But what's great, like this one, I think is 00. These 3 colors work fantastic with this pencil, but they are a little bit drying, so you'll want to put a little something over top. I like a light gloss or another, you know, something with that.
I was gonna ask, it's more like a lip, like tint or color, but if you don't put anything over top, even if you did a clear gloss, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
So for like a more mature lip,
Uh-huh.
it's gonna show the cracks, right? And so even more so, you need
No, because it's creamy. No, I wouldn't say so. So it's not, if we're putting it on here, I mean, it's nice and it's malleable, you know what I mean? So if you can see, it's not like that. It'll disappear. So it's not like some of the matte that you'll see in the department stores or with some other brands that they carry. That's why I bought like all of them.
And what's the price point on those? Those are like $5 or $6.
They are probably $8.97 each. Yeah, this one is $2.97 for 2. You can't beat that. And I didn't realize how much I liked Maybelline until I was pulling out all of my products. So our drugstore with that.
I love it.
Mhm. And lip liners, again, I like KKW. I don't like Kylie Cosmetics. I like Kim. I just do. I like the colors a little bit better. I find the nude colors. And that's not to say that I don't, like Mike loves it when I pull my hair back and I have just black mascara and a bright red lip or a bright orange lip. That's just classy and it's just a really nice look. But my day-to-day is predominantly something like this. And then this is an Ulta one, and I was sent this one. I was sent a whole bunch of things from KKW. I do buy them too, but this is a blush palette, if you can see. It's their classic shimmer blush palette. And I use mostly these 2 colors, and I'll use my MAC 14-0 something, because I can't read that either. On here, tap it off. And just put a little bit of color here and here. But the darker one is going to be great if you have a darker, more olive skin tone, or maybe in the fall. These are just colors I'm a little bit more drawn to. And they're also really pretty as eyeshadows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like that. Is there shimmer in that, or is that matte, the blush?
A slight shimmer. A slight shimmer. Yeah. I do like matte blushes as well. And then as far as one other product maybe to share, now this is a department store product. This is Giorgio Armani's Fluid Shear in number 2. And this is probably one of the first glow shimmer products that doesn't look overdone, doesn't make you look like a disco ball. Mike will say some of them make me look greasy. He's very opinionated. If you're not seeing like something in here, but so am I.
But he knows what he likes, so that's good.
Yeah, but this is beautiful, and I'll use this. I take like a brush. This is an It Cosmetics. I think it's their concealer brush, if you can see this at Ulta. But you'll use this like right at your cheeks here. You can go to the corner of your eye, down your nose. A really key thing to do, especially as aging or if you want to lift your brow, is you're going to take and put a tiny bit of highlighter underneath like that arch. So right there. And then on top of the arch. So on both places, and you can probably see I put a little bit more and it really can raise up your eye.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, the bridge of your nose, a little over your Cupid's bow. But yeah, that's
great.
That's my jam. That's
awesome. That is so good. I love it. I love it.
Cheek highlighter, Laura, because you're always glowing like right in through here.
Yeah, so I have, and I was like kind of run down here. Well, you know, Jen did help me a little bit lately with little extra filler here. I don't mind. I like to share. I actually was upset that we didn't videotape it, but we was so busy that day. But no, I'm a big fan. Like, I don't like a lot of makeup for myself either, you know. So I'm like, most of the things that I do are things I can literally do without even looking. So thanks. So
this is a menagerie of dogs here.
yeah, so like basically the things that I like is a lot what Lori does, which is like, you know, first always focusing on your, you know, what's underneath the skin. I have the Glow Minerals makeup that I used to sell at the med spa. That is like hands down my favorite product. It has like a natural sun protection inside of it, but it's the Luxe brand. So the way that they process it with this diamond technology, it doesn't settle into any pores, and it gives you like this illuminated, a luminous look, but not without like looking like you're greasy, like Lori said. Like
Mike said.
Yeah, Mike said. And but you know, it's like so you glow all over. Where I like to have it where it gives you a little bit of like, you know, just radiant look, but not overly disco ball.
Yeah.
And but also the coverage is amazing, but it doesn't feel like it. So I think as we get older, our skin, and in the summertime too, the goal is to like, how do we get products that we can put on, has great coverage, doesn't feel like great coverage, looks luminous, doesn't settle into pores, and that's why I love the Glow Mineral one. And then I do what Lori does, which is like he has like a bronzer that I just like sweep over, and then I'll take a little bit, like a little brush, and just put it right here, and then put it right here. And I'll use that same bronzer for my shadow. I just like take it and do the shadow, and then I throw on my mascara. And for me, I'm like, I've tried all kinds of mascaras, but the Man Eater mascara has been hands down my favorite.
Is that Benefit?
That is, I don't know what it is, honestly. I don't know what it is, but I don't know if it's Benefit. It could be Benefit, but it is. My niece is selling a skincare brand, like a makeup brand, and I just tried it, and I love her, and I'm sure the other products are wonderful. But there are some mascaras that when you put on, when you take off the mascara at night, like I went to open my eyes this morning and my eyes were like stuck, and then I realized I had raccoon. Like right now it looks like I have eyeliner on, but that's just old mascara. And it kind of works the next day, but when I did it, the Man Eater one, if I take off that makeup, it is easy to take off, but it doesn't like smudge down when I work out. It doesn't smudge down my face. It keeps my lashes curled and long. So those are like my go-to. Those are my go-to. And Jen, the skincare that you are offering at your place is what I've been using, the step 1, step 2, the serum and the accelerator. And then I have an Is Clinical face wash that I rotate between my Skin Medica Aha Baha. And I'll rotate depending on like a gentle, and then I'll exfoliate. And then, and then I use that serum, and then I'll use my TNS ceramide cream just for like some extra hydration if I feel I'm using my retinol and need a little extra. And then the eye cream. So I used to use Lumiere eye cream because the Neo Cutis, that was like hands down my favorite, but because we offered it and I really believed in the product. But when you started offering, what is the brand called? Elastin.
I love Elastin.
Yeah, I've heard so many great reviews, and I'm like, I've been using
travel.
That's right. And so I've been using the other one for years, told all my friends about it. Everyone's been happy that I recommended it. But after like years of using something, you're like, okay, like there's new technology, new information, new studies, new research. So I'm in love with that too. So yeah.
The Man Eater is by Tarte.
Tarte.
Yeah, she's over there on Google. What the heck was that name?
Thanks for, we definitely need a Jen in the group. But I am looking for like.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say about the more there are some brands, like the products are a little less expensive, and then now that we're going into this age of clean, having products have less toxic ingredients in it. I'm not somebody who lives in the bubble. I say choose your toxins, right? But also just be aware of like what Lori said, there are some things that you can do that are natural, right? That work just as effectively if you're using some products that maybe have a little extra chemical in it. But be careful about just, always putting chemicals on your skin. Like learning how to detox the body, learning how to look for more natural things is always a good alternative too.
No, I agree. And I think as I've gotten older, it's even with my gut health, I now have food allergies. I've had skin allergies. I have other things, so I think the cleaner we can be across the board is good.
Yeah.
And this goes with one final thing. So this is the Evian face spray atomizer. Comes in a big bottle, comes in a 3-pack for travel. It is literally how I set my makeup, how I refresh my makeup. It is just a nice mist, and my kids used to take and just squirt it in their mouth. I'm like, that's a $20 bottle.
I was gonna say, is it water or is it just, what does it do?
It's water. So, and it's an atomizer, Brewmaster facial spray. I've used it forever. And this will set your makeup as opposed to using MAC or NYX or any other kind of setting spray. And then it also just refreshes your makeup beautifully during the day, like especially around my eyes, I might get dry, or my mouth.
Yeah, that's great. I've always seen those, but I've never tried it. I used to get at Glow Minerals, they had a spray to use with their makeup, similar to what Bare Minerals, to kind of like set the makeup and refresh your makeup. But I don't use that brand that much anymore, so I'm gonna try that. That's awesome. Good. So Jen, what's in your mind right now?
I showed my primer. I use an eye shadow primer.
Ooh. I use that too if I do same one.
I use that, and then Lori said she didn't like this one, but I've been using it, and because everybody has their likes and dislikes. The thing that I like about this is it comes off in those tubes. So Trish McAvoy has one that comes off, like when you wash it, it just comes off like
the fibers.
Yeah, like fibers.
Yeah.
And it has a primer. So my lashes are long because I use Latisse, and I have more of them, but they're very, very blonde. And they're thinner because I have thin hair. But so I use a swath of this and a swath of this, and it looks good. So yeah, and I use Latisse all the time.
I'll have to try it again and see.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I had this eyeliner. It's Revlon Color Stay Liquid Eyeliner Pen. And then I like it because you can see, the tip.
Yeah.
It's very
Do a cat eye or thin.
idiot proof. Like I just go right across right across, and it doesn't like get really thick and smudgy. It's almost like a magic marker. It's nice. So that's a cheap one there that I like too.
Awesome. That's so great. So listen, I know that we have people that are watching in the group, and we already did a post in the beginning of the week, and we said like, what are your favorite products? And we got so many people sharing the products that they love, because this is a community of us women, and our goal is to really like share all of our secrets and our techniques, and so that we can all like thrive and feel beautiful and feel good. And you know, especially since there's so many products out there, it seems overwhelming. So I'm like, if you could save me time and money from like, you know, going and buying something and finding out that it's not great at all, because here's what I learned in like marketing is like that even if they say it's the best product, you know, it's the most expensive product, that doesn't mean that it is truly the best product, because it is marketed that way, because there's language that they're using in the ad, or maybe because they have a celebrity endorsing it and you want to look like that celebrity. It's like, it's all about the marketing. And it goes to show like what Lori shared today, like just because it's a less expensive of a product, if you compare it, like you had the opportunity to, Lori, with like some of the more expensive high-end things, then they're not always equal. But there are some times that, you know, higher end is better quality, better ingredients. And so it's great that we have the opportunity, especially for you to come, Lori, and share that with us. I know that you have some high-end things, and hopefully like in the future, or if you, at the end of this video, you talked about maybe sharing the names of the products so people can link to it or purchase it, or have like a way to like, you know, buy it if they're interested in trying it too, right? Is that what?
Yeah.
Is that what you're going to do?
I'll
Okay.
work on that. Either if you send me this video, I'll put that up on YouTube and then link my products below that. Then we can share it that way.
Okay, great. And again, I'm going to give I'm going to put all the ways to contact Lori when it comes to following her blog. And then if you have any questions for Lori directly, you can always send her a message. She's always available. I mean, I should say she's always.
I'm on my phone a lot. And I'm on Instagram.
She's not on her tractor mowing her lawn.
She's not on her tractor.
After this, I've got to go change clothes. I've got to put on farmer clothes and help Mike up at the farm.
This is why you need to follow Lori, because you never know where she's going to be.
You don't know.
Yeah. So thank you all so much for watching, and we look forward to, you know, sharing what's, you know, the videos and more information, and just being a part of this community with each and every one of you. So thank you. Enjoy this weekend.
And take care.
Lori, so much.
Thank you. Bye, guys. Have a good weekend.
You too.
Thank you.